Hey everyone, welcome to another 902 Gaming video. This is the Long Reach episode 2. Now I've changed the format a bit with this because I wanted to do more of a voiceover after the fact and after I actually finished playing. I spent about another two and a half hours and I completed the game. And I found that the way I was doing it before, especially with this episode, I don't quite talk as much, and I wanted my impressions to come out a bit more. Basically, because I was kind of engrossed in the story, I wanted to try to follow along and make sure I don't miss anything. Now, I love this game. You know, I've said it before, I love this style of game. I love the graphics, I love the puzzle solving, and, you know, they did a few unique things to this genre of game, which I think is really good. And if you've played games like Uncanny Valley or Soul Survivor, you kind of know what's going on. Now, in contrast to those games, I think the sense of unknown actually propelled me to complete this game. You know, I kind of really wanted to find out what happens to this guy. And, you know, with the story, there's a lot of different things going on. Like, there's a lot of different levels. And I don't think the ending really worked out as well as the rest of the story. And I'll get to the ending in a few minutes, but there was moments where you think it's one thing and it shows you something else. And, you know, whether he's hallucinating or he's been drugged, or, you know, maybe it's the end of the world or something like that, some apocalypse or something. And it led to a lot of tense moments in the game. I wish there was a few more of the chase sequences, and I do have a few of them here in the video. I really enjoyed those. I really enjoyed having to evade, you know, these crazy guys. And I did leave some of the puzzles in, like you'll see here. I left in the safe sequence just because it took me a long time to finish this one and figure it out. And I kind of want this video to serve as a little bit of a guide, where you can use it as a reference if you're having trouble trying to figure it out. And there was a really good feeling of unease. Like it really captured that sense of you really don't know what's going to happen next. And I really, really enjoyed that. There was a few jump scares. There was a few moments where, you know, I was actually afraid for my character's life. You know, this was one of those moments. I wasn't quite sure what to do here. Now, the problem that I had, one of the biggest problems that I had, again, with the ending, you're sort of, you know, led down this sort of storyline where you think you know what's going to happen at the end. And I don't think the ending actually paid off for me. You know, maybe it's just I missed some key elements. Maybe I, you know, should have read more of the emails, which I suggest you do. I think there's a lot more hidden information in them. It may have helped me, you know, speed up the hunting, the pixel hunting a lot faster. And that was the other thing too. There was some lot of really good logical puzzle solving, and those were great. You know, they felt really, really good. But the puzzles that required you to pixel hunt, and then there's one that's coming up here that I completely, totally fluked in how I guessed it and how it worked out for me. Where, you know, I accidentally use an item on another item, something that I never would have even thought of, and I probably would have spent an extra, you know, 45 minutes to an hour trying to figure it out. So I kind of left that in as well. It should be coming up here right now. Yeah, that's, you know, I accidentally use a key ring on this paper cutter. And, you know, it surprised me. You know, I don't think I would have figured that out right away. And those are the obtuse puzzles that really detract a little bit from the game, especially when it takes you a long time to complete them. You know, you're going at it for, you know, about 45 minutes to an hour trying to find the right combination, and you sort of lose track of where the story was going. At least that's how I felt. And, you know, with the ending, I actually left out the spoilers. There's a large section at the end that I sort of left out. I didn't really want to spoil the game. I will post a link in the description below with the two endings that I uncovered. I'm not sure if there's any more endings or not, but there'll be two separate links posted in the description below if you want to watch those and see how the game actually ends. There won't be any voiceover. I'm just going to post the endings as they are. So overall, I think the game is really good. If you like, stories like this, if you like the art style, you'll definitely enjoy it. You may get a little bit frustrated, but I think overall it's definitely worth your time, especially now. I believe it's still on sale on the PlayStation Store and on Steam. If you have a PS4, I do recommend picking it up on the PS4, just because you'll end up getting the trophies, and they don't seem very difficult. I mean, I think I got all the achievements unlocked on Steam. So anyway, guys, my final verdict on this game is a 6.5 out of 10. I think it could have been an 8 if the story had paid off a little bit better. But anyways, yeah, 6.5 out of 10. Check it out if you like games like this. Like the video if you liked it. Thumb it down if you didn't. Hit subscribe if you want to see more awesome videos. And I'll see you next time on 902 Gaming. Bye.